Hello, folks. Welcome to the Hello World, podcasting with Magdalena. How is everybody doing? Listen, I just wanted to welcome you to my podcasting. And if you are new, I just wanted to kind of give you a little hint. Hello World with podcasting. Podcasting with Magdalena is about personal growth, mastering ourselves, figuring out who the heck we are in this midst this in unbelievable confusion, and in the meantime, using actually astrology as a GPS for the personal and collective navigation. I just wanted to kind of start again, as always. I just wanted to say hi and how are you handling all these energies? Because it is just intense. I mean, I cannot change my statement in that manner here. But look, like I said, because, it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger for folks, this whole energy. So, I have to kind of give, actually, before I start with the podcasting, to just kind of give you a little info that, for right now, I am taking off for another 4-5 weeks. I'm traveling. And so if you are recognizing that I didn't post it, actually, any podcasting, just know that I may not have access to the computer, and also maybe I will find some kind of interesting people on my journey that I may want to interview, and just kind of go from there. But for the beginning, for right now, I just want to let you know that I may not be on air somewhere until end of September. Okay. Okay, so let's see what kind of combo of energy we have today. We have already actually Sun in Virgo, Moon in Cancer, Mercury in Leo, Venus in Virgo, Mars in Virgo, Jupiter in Sagittarius, Saturn we have retrograde in Capricorn, Uranus is in Taurus. Oh, yeah, that's very intense that comes. Neptune in Pisces retrograde, Pluto in Pisces, Pluto is retrograde in Capricorn, Chiron is retrograde in Aries. The true north is still in Cancer, and we have a Lilith retrograde in Pisces. So, as always, the big question is, what does that mean to you or to me? Okay. I am not quite sure, folks, but did you actually recognize that somewhere end of last week, just around the time we moved in Virgo, with the sun in Virgo, I could feel this unbelievable shift of energy. I mean, yes, I know, Virgo is an earth sign, and if you feel this structural, judgmental, things, communication intensity through the Taurus, Uranus in Taurus, if you feel all those three aspects, do not get surprised, because we are dealing right now with a very intense, actually, earth elements, okay? And, having also Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn, these are just very intense energies, folks. So what I observed recently is that when we were still in this playful Leo, after this July intense energies constellations, the duality aspect between Cancer and Pluto. And also on to some level, it was to me actually also the mother-father energy, okay? And also a yin-yang energy. And so, everything came kind of in play. And what I actually also recognized just before we moved in Virgo, that we just hit this whole new plateau. The energies are ramped up. I mean, I know many people are talking about, about this incoming energies, But, it doesn't mean anything until we actually can feel it for ourselves. So I'm not quite sure, did you had this intense shift of the energy, or did you felt it? Because it's always, good, or it's nice when you can feel in your own body, in your own energy field, these changes. And another thing's what I was recognizing, on the external side, there's this humongous battle going on between so many, how should I even say, concepts, so many ideas, so many groups, so many factions, if you want it, or whatever. And what I recognized, what they all have in common is everybody wanted to get our attention so that we can listen to them. It doesn't matter what it is, good, bad, or different, but everybody is just kind of honing the energy so that they can actually, get supportive energy. I was looking for something. I don't know, did I actually ever talk to you folks about the work from Vladimir Zealand? I think for those who you following me for quite a long, I think I actually spoke to you about him. And he calls this, these different programs, he calls them pendulum. And I would say, try to research a little his work. I just have right now in my hand the 78 days of practical transurfing from Vladimir Zealand. It's an incredible work, and I think his work was, I don't know, was it used in the movie The Inception, but I have found a lot of similarities in one of his PDFs. So look, like I said, if you go and research him, it will be pretty amazing, information what you will find. And what I am right now really kind of pointing the finger on one aspect, and that is this unbelievable mind control of the collective. It is not, a new information, don't get me wrong. But this is right now becoming absolutely incredible, obvious that this technology, information technology is getting used on so many levels. And I think one thing what will end up to be very obvious down the road is that when you become savvy and I understand how this technology works, you will be understanding also the manipulation that is happening. And I was recently watching, the movie, The Day the Earth Stood Still. I was also watching the series The Dark. And I was just kind of, through the sharing with some of my friends, I came across, or they kind of pointed out another one. It's the Traveler. And what I really came to conclusion, or as I'm paying attention, or I'm trying to find the narrative in everything, is that it's all how the mind is getting played. And remember, I'm constantly talking about this Chiron in Aries. And I would say that we are right now actually challenged, more or less, how we are actually incorporating or implementing these energies. How can we actually ground this energy in our bodies? And number one, I've been talking about this whole Jupiter in Sagittarius, the spiritual aspect, being pushed, and what is the truth, and down the road, what is actually even the truth. How they say, when I, think about, that what I heard until now, this morning, by tonight, I may not be able to kind of support this idea. So, because we are constantly bombarded with this information, and yes, we are getting all these new inputs, and by getting new inputs, every time you concept is changing. And what I am seeing right now is that, we've been talking about the Pluto in Capricorn, we've been talking about the Saturn in Capricorn. These two are actually, folks, very much right now playing their role, okay? That what we've been told in the past, what is the truth on how the structure was, created, and what we've been learning in the schools, all the concepts in the science and philosophy and all this jazz. Many, many things are totally off the chart, are just not, relating to the reality. So, we bought that concept just because somebody was telling us. So right now we've been in this whole new spot, if you wanted to call it, that we have to learn how to discern. And I think right now, this incredible intense energy, the Virgo energy, having Sun in Virgo, Venus in Virgo, Mars in Virgo, it is, showing us, or putting putting the spotlight on something. And the biggest issue of what I see is this, the relationships. Mars is about male energy, Venus is about Virgo, but it also value. How we are interacting, which would be actually, the Aries in opposition with Libra. These are actually all these polarities. And another thing, what is hugely, still getting triggered until end of this year, with the Lilith in Pisces, woolly cleaning or trying to get in touch and remove those aspects from the past that we've been holding on. They were holding us back, and we've been constantly, triggered through these stuck emotions. And the same is happening with a North Node in Cancer, because it's opposing the South Node in Capricorn. So there is this, look like I said, a dualistic aspect between mother-father, male-female also, just on a different level. And also what I'm seeing personally, this whole new Capricorn energy is that recreating or standing in our own authority, and try to care for ourselves. This is actually the Cancer energy. And from there on, when we are not supporting anymore the old belief system and the old paradigms, we are freeing our own, how would I say, natural biological computer. I like to use this analogy that when you clean the disk, you create a space. For the computer, the same thing is happening actually. I mean, we start to create, clean out our emotions. With that, we are really, creating a space that new energies can come in, new aspects, and our own ideas can come into. Because right now, Uranus in Taurus is absolutely very intense, guys. If you are finding that there's a challenge in communication with others, trust me, it's all about Uranus. Because everybody is so edgy, everybody is pushed on so many levels that a lot of people are having a hard time to ground themselves. But right now, being with this Earth triangle through the Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy, it's